came and stood below my window in the moonlight. And he promised me things. Not in words, but by doing them.
Doing them?
By making them happen. A red mist spread over the lawn, coming on like a flame of fire. And then he parted it. And I could see that there were thousands of rats with their eyes blazing red, like his, only smaller. And then he held up his hand, and they all stopped. And I thought he seemed to be saying, rats, 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 thousands, millions of them, all red blood. All these will I give you if you will obey me.
What did he want you to do?
That which has already been done.
Strike me down dead, Doctor.
Oh my God! You almost gave me a heart attack there. You almost struck me down dead there. I don't know if it was Dr. Thor? Dr. Zeus, actually? Welcome to the spooky sewers of spooky Brooklyn, of spooky New York, spooky city. This is Spooky Nick the Rat Radio. It's October, everybody. October 2nd, to be sure. To be something? To be something. It's October 2nd, episode 198. We're going to hit episode 200 during this spooky season. To celebrate, I shall be drinking a little bit of the Kraken black spiced rum, and I'm going to be mixing it with some ginger beer. So let's get this going over here. Let's pour that in there. Get that. Oh, that's a nice little dosage of where the rum be at. Now let's get this can of ginger beer. Let's get this. I hope it doesn't squirt all over everything and start a fire. There's a lot of cobwebs in the sewer about now. It's weird. September 29th and 30th, or whatever the last day of September was, the sewer was statistically clean. Fantastically clean. October 1st, cobwebs and skulls and bugs everywhere. It's weird noises coming out of holes that I didn't know existed until I looked in the mirror. So to honor October and spookiness, we're going to be telling scary stories all night, probably all month. This is no longer Nick the Rat Radio. This is Spooky Nick the Rat Radio. Wait, maybe this will work. Spooky Nick the Rat Radio. I tried. Well, we're going to have a lot of stories. I think Mystery Man sent one in. I think Illuminati has sent a story in. It looks like we got a lot of emails with stories. So we should have an interesting evening. Are you guys ready for it?
Yep.
What the I heard something. Was there somebody here?
No, I'm just a figment of your imagination.
Oh my God. Okay, we're gonna listen to some music, and we're gonna get back to the creepy, spooky nature of fall. It's kind of, wait, where's the first song we're gonna be playing tonight? Yeah, is by Sinner's Speed. Miata is always the answer.
That is interesting, but still, if I can't have Nick the Rat on my station, it's not going to be a good station. And I just don't know if Nick can if the public airwaves.
Are you running Nick on the No Agenda stream?
Absolutely. Live, baby. Yeah. Are you kidding me? Even you listen to Nick the Rat.
I have listened.
Anyway, the point of the segment was you typically would wind up by saying, wow, corporate media sucks. Podcasting's where it's at.
That was Center Speed. Miata is always the answer. I don't know if Miata really is always the answer. One time I went to a fertility clinic and they said, "Are you the father?" And I said, "Miata." More stunning jokes just like that coming up this whole evening. It's going to be a great time. Let me tell you something. Maybe we should start off with voicemail to get the spookiness going, because you know what's spookier than random people that have your phone number that you don't know from all across the internet that can call you and say whatever they want. Pretty spooky, if you ask me. Let's see. I got a lot of voicemail here. I didn't even notice that. Let's see what. Let's play this one right here.
Hey, what's up, Nick the Brat?
Brat?
Yeah, boy. I lost your fucking number. Can you believe that shit, man?
It's right there on the screen.
I can't believe that shit. But anyways, I'm tearing the toilet apart, and I started to think about you.
What?
I was like, oh my God, Nick the Rat. I feel bad. It kind of like breaks my heart, you know? I was tearing this toilet apart, and I was like, oh my God, fuck. My heart is with you, motherfucker, in the sewer. You know? I got a joke for you anyways.
Oh, okay.
Here's my joke.
Sure. It's gotta be better than mine. Oh, I get it. Yeah, that was better than mine. You know, don't even try, okay? You're on Nick the Rat. I try at least. I don't care if you're out there giving up on your jokes. Then you gave up on your jokes. Maybe I should copy and paste that link into the chat just to get that through here. Pop it a boo. All right. Let's see. Do I have any other voice? I got a lot of voicemails, but we're gonna play those a little bit later. Let me see if I have any gas blast. Is there any gas blast inside the stuffed in my box? Nothing like something stuffed in your box. It looks like I do. I see. There's a couple of gas blasts in here. Wait, which one? Okay, let's start with the first one. Let's just go in order. First gas blast of the evening The Chad Zindu versus the Virgin Rat. That's not even a statement or anything, okay? Dude, you get it? Okay. Let's go play as Zindu.
Oi, oi, everybody, this is Zindu coming to you live from the sewers of Brooklyn, New York. It is finally October, and it's getting spooky out, so I just wanted to say, the news is kind of shitty this week. That's all I can really say. You know, we're going to even start the news off with the most crappy, on spooky point news story there is. Nick might like this one, because he's a cheap bastard, I know that. Alright, there's also an advertisement, so I guess this is an advertisement. I'll just warn everybody that you're about to be advertised to by a third-party company. Dark Sewer News Network does not get any of the profits if you do so happen to buy the next product mentioned on the news right here. So, Applebee's, everybody. Yes, we are taking the news to Applebee's. Why? Because why the fuck not? Okay, this is why. Applebee's has a $1 drink. Yes? What? I don't know how this is fucking legal or how
a $1
they
drink
can do this. I don't understand any of this. Yes, they're selling a $1 drink this whole month, I think, called the Vampire. It's probably because it's gonna kill you or something. All right, so here's the ingredients to the Vampire.
Drink that.
It's a little bit of rum, strawberry, dragon fruit, passion fruit, and a dash of pineapple. So it's basically a tropical rum type drink. But how are they only making it $1? They also make it purple. They put some fucking, I don't know, they use tampon or something in there too, and they make it purple. Blah 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 blah. But yeah, there's no more news about this. Like, there's nothing. Doesn't tell you if it's like only for a certain part of the day or if you have to like order a certain amount of food. So I think we should have like a meetup at Applebee's and get fucking like bring $20, get hammered out of your face, and just tear the place apart, claiming that we're infected by the vampire. Who's down with me? Send Nick an email at nickandnicktherat.com. Tell him you want to join the vampire meetup. Smash and grab. I didn't just say that. Anyway, this has been Zindu coming to you live from the sewers for the Dark Sewer News Network. We'll be back a little bit later. Oh my God, it's October, everybody. I'm gonna fucking take all your candy and suck your blood. I'm sorry, I'm a little excited. Oh boy.
$1 drink? I'm down. The Vampire. Jeez. That's, it's gotta taste like shit. I'm gonna probably open the phone lines really soon to get more people to call in and tell their scary stories. Only give a call if you have a scary story or if you want to tell me what you're gonna be for Halloween. I'm gonna be a pirate. I'm gonna wear a pie, and I'm already a rat, so I'm gonna be that's my costume, a pirate. It's pretty bad. It's not the worst. It's not the worst thing in the world, I guess, but it's. Let's read another gas blast. There's probably more gas blast in here. We have to read them. They're very important for the show. This gas blast. Oh, this is a long one here. Let me get my reading glasses on. Okay, they're on. I already had them on. I wear glasses all the time. Cirque de Soy. You seem like a reasonable, intelligent dude, so I'm hoping that you can answer some questions I have about the natural world. Oh, I got answers for you, buddy. Okay, number 1. At the end of Return of the King, when Gollum falls into the lava, what would that be deadly in real life? That was lava? I thought in Mountain Doom it was marshmallows, like hot marshmallows. I don't think that would kill you if you fell... Well, hot sugar would... You know what? I'd rather fall in lava than hot marshmallows, because it's gonna be uncomfortable. At least the lava will kill you really quick. Yeah, I would say that would be deadly. I'd say deadly. Number 2. Would it be possible to get the base of a tornado and punch the air so that the tornado's spin changes directions and dissipates. I have actually done this before, but I didn't use my fist, I used my tail. There was a windstorm coming. Maybe Zindu farted in the sewer pipe, and I needed to get the smell away, so I started to spin my tail really fast like a fan, and... So yeah, I'm sure, you know, if you punch hard enough, you could probably dissipate a tornado. That's... punch it out of existence. But you gotta be worried, too. Because if you could punch it out of existence, you could probably also punch one into existence. Be careful. Number 3. Is it possible to get swole enough at the gym to stop a volcano from erupting? Number 4, would it be possible to go to the top of Mount Everest and push the peak in a westerly direction to reverse the Earth's rotation? Yes, of course, that's science. That's just goddamn science, man. If you want to ask me more science questions, feel free. Email me at nick@nicktherat.com, and I will answer all questions. And while I'm answering them, I'll listen to Seiko Ninja Revolter.
I just had to laugh at Nick the Rat in the troll room. Nick says, buy high at 420. That's some good thinking there, Nick.
Oh, yeah. That's good. Good line, Nick.
Yeah, good way to go, Nick.
Seiko Ninja Revolter. Very close to nailing out of the park there, Seiko, but all this music is free. Most of it's brand new, like within the past week. It's all on SoundCloud. It's all CC BY 3.0. So you could go there and check it out. If you want to see all the songs that I'm going to play later tonight, wait till the show's over. But you could go to SoundCloud/likes/Nick the Rat. There's a link somewhere. It's all one word, my name on there. The song was okay. That's pretty good. It's okay. There's gonna be a whole bunch more insane songs coming up. Did we already play a Zindu? I think we already did a Zindu, right? Yeah, let me just clean up my folder over here. Maybe we should get right into a big story. How about that? You guys want to listen to an Illuminatia, and then we'll play music and then open the phone lines? Yeah, I think we should do that. Let's listen to an Illuminatia story right now. This is it's broken up into 2 parts. So get your booties ready. Hopefully I didn't add too much music in the background to make Progo go to sleep. I think I am nailing the mix. So without any ado, let's gather around the campfire with Illuminatia and listen to part 1 of her spooky story.
The Skinwalker of Sedona. At the show set, there were 2 cameras placed in the room. One was facing Charlene Savage, the host of a paranormal series called Unexplained Phenomenon. The other was facing Natalie Houston, a young woman in her early 20s. She had red hair, which was nicely curled, and the set crew had done her makeup. However, her eyes were still puffy, despite efforts from the makeup artist to cover it up. She had slept very little for the past 3 weeks, and her frame was thin and frail from eating very little. She shifted nervously in her seat as a woman fitted her microphone onto her collar. "Okay, I think we're ready," Charlene said. The camera crew positioned themselves, and the director counted down and indicated to Charlene that they were rolling. Charlene smiled into the camera. "Hello, I'm Charlene Savage, and today I'm speaking with Natalie Houston, who claims to have had a run-in with a skinwalker. The legend of the skinwalker comes from Navajo Native American lore. The Navajos call it Yi Nadalushi, which translates to one who walks on all fours. According to Navajo lore, the skinwalker is originally a person. But in order to become a skinwalker, they must do something most vile. Many choose to rape, murder, or eat a close family member. They have the power to shapeshift into any animal they desire, but can also possess people. Oftentimes, they will take their human form during the day, and people have no way of distinguishing between them and normal people. They prey on their victim's fear, sometimes stalking an individual for days to incite such fear. And when they finally attack, they will play with their victim and feed on their terror until they end them. Natalie claims that she had an encounter with a skinwalker while off-roading in Sedona, Arizona. Natalie, could you tell us a little bit more about this encounter?" Natalie straightened up and took a deep breath. The memories were almost unbearable, but she felt it was important to warn people about the creature. She took one shaky breath and looked at her interviewer, which at the moment felt like her tormentor. "It's okay," Charlene assured her. "Take your time." Natalie nodded and took a deep breath. Natalie was on a road trip with Alexis, a friend of hers from her soccer league. They had simultaneously gone through some trying times, which included the death of both of their dogs. So they decided to take a road trip. Someone recommended Sedona, Arizona. They told them there was a Jeep rental place, which provided a Jeep to take out on various trails, which were all mapped out on the touchscreen provided. They also provide camping gear, and all they needed to bring was food and sleeping bags. They took this advice, and they left a month later. They agreed that it had the potential to be a healing experience, what with being in nature and all. As they were driving to Arizona from California, a thunderstorm suddenly rolled in. Lightning streaked the sky at 5-minute intervals, followed by roars of thunder only a couple seconds later. Rain dumped in sheets, and the windshield wipers, which were luckily brand new, were swishing furiously. The girls were thrilled. "Have you ever seen so much lightning in your life?" asked Natalie, looking out over her steering wheel. Nope, not even in movies, replied Alexis emphatically, her face pressed against the passenger door window. You're getting grease on my window, Lexi, Natalie said, poking her friend. Fuck off, I'm not greasy, replied an indignant Lexi. Yes, you're gross, said Natalie. You're gross, said Lexi. She threw a chocolate chip from the trail mix she was eating at Natalie's face. Stop it, I'm driving, objected Natalie, turning to glare at her friend. Alexis laughed and looked ahead. Nat, stop! She screamed. Natalie's heart jumped and she looked ahead. There was a very large coyote in the middle of the road, its eyes glowing white. Natalie slammed on her brakes and swerved to the right, just missing the coyote. The coyote didn't seem fazed. It didn't even move from its position, and it just looked on ahead up the road as before. Natalie and Alexis were breathing heavily and shaking. Is the coyote okay? Alexis finally asked. Natalie looked at the animal. Why isn't it moving? Alexis asked. Maybe it's just stunned, mumbled Natalie in reply. Natalie took a shaky breath and shook her head. Fuck, that was close. Let's get out of here, Natalie said. Shouldn't we shoot it off the street or something? Asked Alexis. Oh no, fuck no, that thing is acting weird, said Natalie. She began to look behind her to make sure nobody was driving up. When she saw that it was clear, she began to inch forward. She stopped again when she heard Alexis gasp. Jesus, Lexi, now what? Lexi, her blue eyes wide with fear, only pointed at the coyote. Natalie looked and felt her heart skip a beat. The coyote, still in the same position, had turned its head 180 degrees to stare at the girls. As Natalie and the coyote made eye contact, the coyote's lips slowly curled back into a snarl. Natalie's eyes widened as she froze with fear. She felt Alexis slap her arm, which made her jump. Don't you hear me? Fucking drive! Alexis yelled. Natalie shook her head and slammed on the gas pedal. The car's tires slipped for a few seconds, and then the car lurched off the side of the road onto the asphalt. The car swerved and then straightened out, leaving the coyote behind. When Natalie looked at her rearview mirror, she saw that the creature was gone. The girls were silent for a while until Alexis broke the silence. I didn't know coyotes could turn their heads all the way around like that, she said. I didn't either. That was fucking creepy, said Natalie. What was wrong with it? Asked Alexis. Rabbit, I assume, said Natalie. The girls pulled up to the motel they were going to stay the night in, which was only 10 minutes away from the Jeep rental place. They checked in and got themselves into the room. The room was clean and very charming. They both collapsed on their beds and groaned. I am so tired from sitting for 8 hours, laughed Natalie. I know, right? Replied Alexis. I'm exhausted. Very soon afterwards, the girls fell asleep. Natalie and Alexis forgot all about the coyote they'd seen earlier and slept peacefully. The next morning, the girls packed everything up and headed over to the Jeep rental location. They were greeted by Hawk, the owner. He took them out to the Jeep, showed them how to use the tablet and find trails, where the hiking spots were, and the camping areas. There's waters in the back in a cooler. There's a place down the street where you can get pretty good beer. Do you have any other questions? No, we don't, thank you, said Alexis. Have fun, ladies, he said. Pretty soon the two were gleefully off-roading. Since it was in the middle of the week and 100 degrees out, there were no hikers anywhere. They had just gone through a fairly difficult trail that had taken 3 hours to complete. At the end of the trail, they stopped for lunch. They situated themselves in the back of a Jeep and pulled out sandwiches and carrot sticks from the cooler. Alexis was oddly quiet. Hey, are you okay? You're being pretty quiet, Natalie asked. No, not really. I feel kind of sick, Alexis replied. What do you mean? What are you feeling? Asked Natalie, scooting over and placing a hand on her friend's forehead. I don't know. I can't really say. I just don't feel good, she said, shaking her head. I really can't put my finger on it.
Whoa, that was part 1 of the story. There's part 2 of that story. Holy crap, that was amazing. And wolves could turn their heads all the way backwards, can't they? That's how they look at their butts. That's otherwise, how are they supposed to know what they got back there? Because wolves don't have mirrors. Well, this is Nick the Rat Radio. We're talking about spooky stories tonight, and we have a lot more spooky stories to go. We're gonna take callers that could call in with their spooky stories or their Halloween costumes. It's up to you. We got more stories. We got part 2 of that. We probably got advertisements too coming up. Actually, you know what? Maybe I should thank a few people. I'm gonna only thank letters. You could donate to nicktherat.com at nicktherat.com/donate at this location. I don't know. If you add in a note, I'll read it. But if you don't add in a note, I'll just say thank you to... We got a CC. I just want to say thank you to a CC. I would like to say thank you to a... This is an LLC, but starts with a P. I don't know if that's your name, so I'll just say that. JF. Just want to say thank you very much, JF, for that very sexy number right there. That's very good. And that's all the thanks for now, but we're going to play a song, and then we'll be back with more stories that are scare the pants off you. This is Naoya Sakamada, Jealous Voice, Horror Piano Music Box Music. It's going to get creepy tonight, guys. I don't know what's going to happen, personally. Well, if that doesn't get you in the mood to hunt some ghosts, play with your Ouija board, then I don't know what would. Welcome back to Nick the Rat Radio, everybody. I'm going to listen to one more voicemail, and then I'm going to open up the phone lines, and we can continue on with this show. If you call and I don't pick up, that just means I was busy. But you can leave a voicemail in that case, and if I do pick up, just remember to turn your radio down. And we're talking about spooky stories tonight, so just remember those 2 facts. And let's listen to a voicemail right here and see what this is all about.
Ah, Nick the Rat!
Nick
the Rat! Nick the Rat! We're here! All of us! In the smoker, in the sewer, son!
Dude, in the smoking sewer, yes!
Yes! Close box! 430 201-4841.
Fucking love you.
We love you, baby.
Or for $69.99, you can just go ahead and call 917-719-5923. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Is anybody else having multiple personality an episode right now? Did I just hear 20 people talking, or was that... Is my phone possessed? This is getting really creepy over here. The phone lines are now open. You give me a call at 917-719-5923, just like this person did right here.
Well, Nicholas, it's Rick here, calling from Baltimore. It's been a while since I talked to you. I'm quite happy to say that my cards, because I'm getting from my laptop, is going to be replaced. It was an instance on my computer. I'm able to react on things in the chat. Okay, I'll drop the accent in the chat room. I need to figure out what is accessible for blind users, because I know there was a chat thing in Mozilla Firefox, so I need to go do that. So it'll be fun coming into sewer chat.
Oh,
and,
yeah. Actually, yeah.
So anyway, it'll be a lot easier to type and respond and react on Twitter and things like that. And it's just so much easier to load up Winamp and bring up bookmarks and go into Safari and tap around. It's just a pain in the ass. All right, I'm done bitching. But remember, I am an interdimensional alien. All right. Bye.
Well, it's good to have aliens calling you, especially if they're interdimensional. That's kind of cool. It would be amazing if I could get the sewer chat log, like in some readable format, but that's something that maybe Stranger Luck can do. Hold on, we got a phone call.
What's up, Nick the Rat? Me too. We're all dying. We're all dying every day. What's up, Nick?
Hey, how are you doing? Is your radio off in the background there?
Yes, the cat. Shit.
Where are you calling from?
Oh, just my house, on the cell phone.
But what is like your longitude and latitude? We're playing a new game tonight. It's called Scare the Caller, and we just need your coordinates on planet Earth.
I think it's like 17.35 by 45.935.
17. Okay. Caller, do you have any scary stories to tell us?
Well, I got a scary dream I keep having.
That could
Have
be
you
a
ever
story.
had this dream?
I don't know. Let's find out.
All right. So I'm like on a plateau. And then the next thing I know, somebody's chasing me. And I'm running, and I'm running. And I look back, and it's like a dude or a chick. I have no idea, because his face is all like, like back before digital TV, they had the TV fuzz.
A guy with
when
a
you turn
fuzzy
the channel on.
Jeez. Yeah, I know
but
exactly
it's
what
like
you're
a
trying to
round
say.
face. Kind of like in Zelda on the Nintendo.
Uh-huh.
Like the little round ball that would go around in the dungeons and stuff. That's his face. And he's chasing me. And I don't know why it's so fucking scary, but it's so fucking scary to me. And I'm running. He runs me off a cliff. And right before I hit the ground, I wake up.
I have had that dream. I had the
Really?
dream that I was... okay, this is actually really, really weird. When a long time ago, I used to have dreams that I was Link going through a forest chasing a bad guy, but it was like a bad guy with legs and arms. And I was chasing it because I wanted the coins out of it. And then it would just jump off a cliff and make like a farting noise. It was a crazy dream, but yeah, that sounds very familiar to me.
I think I have it sometimes and I don't even remember it. It's so normal now, you know?
Well, yeah, because, you know, your brain, just like your body gets used to things like getting stabbed with a pencil by your coworkers and stuff, your brain remembers things just like it's like everyday happenings, too, like getting stabbed.
What's your scariest dream, Nick?
What's my scariest dream?
Yes.
Oh, talking to you on the phone. Oh, my God, I had to hang up on that guy. Wow, that was actually... Oh, boy. You know when you're just doing something and it reminds you of something? That right there was... That was probably the scariest thing that I've ever... Oh, God. I need to relax a little bit. We're gonna listen to another song right now. This is... We're gonna listen to Zindu right now. Fuck it. I need Zindu in my life. Zindu, are you there? Zindu?
Zindu here, coming to you from the Dark Sewer News Network. I have a good old feel-good story for the month of October for you. A large lady jumped over the fence at the Bronx Zoo and taunted a lion. There's video of this. There's a video of this lady like jiggling her ass, waving her arms on the wrong side of the fence at the zoo, the Bronx Zoo, at the lion den. If she was able to get over the fence for one, then I'm sure it was... Okay, so here's the whole story. Because you see the video, it looks a little bit weird because the lady looks like she's fucking 20 feet tall and the lion looks like a little kitty cat. And that, my friends, is due to something called perspective. Perspective is a very important thing with the eyes, especially when you have more than 3 of them like I do. Because sometimes things that are really close to your face look really big, and the things really far from your face look really small. And, yeah, so it's kind of weird with actually my penis, because the base of my penis is very close to my face. But the tip of my penis is like a mile away, so it looks really small. But if you look closer to it's a weird optical illusion if you think about it, but either way. So there was actually a family taking this video, and there is a moat between the lion and the woman, and then the little fence, and then everybody else. So she kind of just hopped over a little fence and was dancing behind a moat. I don't know. I hope that they shot her in the ass with some trank or something, dragged her out of there and brought her to jail, because that's what she deserves. You really shouldn't taunt lions. Makes me also wonder how good the moat is, because I don't know. Cats could jump pretty far, and this didn't look like too deep of a moat. But the family said that there's not the video ends pretty quickly. You might have thought because she got eaten up by the lion, which would suck because they would have killed the lion, like happened to Cecil. Isn't Cecil like our lion saint or whatever? Either way, the lion started to roar and get agitated, so the guy taking the video was like, all right, we're getting out of here. And he grabbed his family and got the hell out of there so he wouldn't see a bloody fucking mess occur. But I think you should always experience a good old bloody mess with your family every now and then. It brings you closer together. Like when my family, you know, we used to go hunting. Okay, that's all I'm gonna really say. But one time our uncle got killed. It was a disgusting story. Disgusting. I don't know how he even got into the tree like that, but it brought the family closer together. This is Zindu. I'll be back later with hopefully some more realer, better news than the past 2 garbage news articles that we just had. Okay, bye. I'll be right back. Bye.
Zindu, seriously? If you keep sending me crap like that, I might have to cancel you from all of this. Oh, geez, we have a lot of scary stories and stuff to go. We have a lot of them. I have to figure this part out here. I'm gonna read another gas blast because there's so much show, and I'm looking at the math, and I'm never gonna get through all of it. So I gotta do it more sporadically at a like a rhythmic rate. I just gotta bang it out like that, and just keep it going like a heartbeat. Okay, here. Where are we? This is a story that somebody sent in via email. Hey Nick, I have a ghost story for you. Okay. Okay, here we go, everybody. This one's gonna be creepy. I could tell because like a paragraph long. I was coming home from my girlfriend's house when I was like 17. I think a millennial wrote this or something because there's a lot of likes in there. Sorry. If you email me, I won't judge you. Don't worry, it's fine. And when I was like 17, and when I got into my bedroom, all my drawers were open and my closets were open. Everything was open. Now my parents usually don't snoop on me, but I don't know how they open. I don't know how everything opened. They once did go through all my stuff a few years prior. This is like a story about how you had your closets open. Jesus Christ. Okay, let's just read this here. They once did go through all my stuff a few years prior. I got a note from my teachers saying that I was dismembering cats and spreading their body parts around the school grounds. I told them this is a lie. I wasn't hiding them. But they still searched my room, and they found at least parts of 5 different cats hidden behind a box, in the shirt of my pockets, and stuffed into some underwear in my dresser. What the fuck? They took all the pieces from me. They took all the parts I placed in specific areas so I could become one with their spirits. I took all of them. Wait, I took all of them. They took all of them from me. I have gotten more since then, but they wouldn't search my room again, would they? They couldn't. Their body parts are placed all over the town. Steve D with Machine Life. That was Machine Life Steve D. We got a whole bunch of calls that hung up because I hung up on them because I couldn't take the call because there's things going on. So if you want to get in touch with me now, give me your hand and I'll put it down my shirt pants. We have a phone call or voicemail. This one right here. Let's see what this is.
Fuck it, I turned on the radio, I turned on the radio, I still can't fucking hear shit. Fucking get out here. Fucking voicemail. Fucking listen. Fuck you.
Turn your radios the other way.
What the hell?
Whoa! Hello. What the hell is that?
That's just a voice in your head.
Holy shit. We have a phone. Hello, caller. Hello.
Hey, sorry, Nick. I accidentally hung up on you.
What? You? Why?
I just pushed the red button. I don't know, it looked really cool, and I pushed it, and I didn't. But I've got another scary dream for you.
Another one? Oh.
It was
sure.
really bad.
Caller, can you...
All right.
Caller, can you just turn your radio down, though? Like, have you not been listening to the show at all? There's been a couple people that called in. All had their radio on.
I don't have a radio.
Oh. Okay, well, then just tell me
the
your story.
grid.
Tell me your story.
I'm OTG.
What do you got?
All right. You know them twins on The Shining? Them little girl twins?
Was that I think I seen that on... that's the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger and the little guy, right? That comes out of the couch, naked?
Possibly. It's Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, I know those
and
guys.
In the dream,
hot. Yeah.
And in the dream, I'm riding my tricycle around in this hotel.
Yeah. Oh.
And there they are, like right in front of me, and then I can't move. And then this little guy comes out of my mouth, and he's like, "Oh, they're gonna fuck you." And I'm like, "No," but I can't move. And then they just start banging the hell out of me, and the elevators got blood gushing out everywhere and stuff. And then, oh my God, Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger, and they're underage and everything, and they're just banging me, and I can't do nothing about it because I'm on my tricycle and I'm paralyzed. It's ridiculous. That's a scary dream.
Oh my God. Being like, would you say a quadriplegic?
Yeah, pedroplegic.
And you can't move on your tricycle?
Yeah, I'm on my tricycle, and they're just banging the hell out of me, and blood's coming out of the elevators, and my dad's down in the fucking bottom floor typing shit. It was a horrible dream.
Do you want to know a bad dream that I had?
Yes, I do.
Oh, man.
That's what I was asking you before I accidentally hung up.
Holy shit, you knew about this. Oh my God, I have this horrible nightmare. Some guy that keeps calling me and telling me that he wants to talk about my bad dreams. I'm a little creeped out right now. Okay, we had to hear another story. This one it's not part 2 of the Illuminati story. This is I found this on the internet. Actually, you know what? I found a lot of stuff on the internet. Maybe I should do like what I found on the internet break. Let's do that. Yeah. What did I find on the internet? Let's go to these links. Oh, this lady says she has sex with a ghost. Let's listen to her for a little bit.
Listen up. I used to fuck ghosts. I have to wear protection at night because there's a fucking ghost that used to come and me. You know, it's like, please God help me. God, it's just like, am I enjoying this? Am I enjoying this? Oh shit. Oh shit. Am I gonna die? Oh God. There was this program I watched before. They said, do not fuck ghosts. Please do not fuck ghosts. Because they can take your body. They can take a whole of your whole body. I mean, jeez. Oh my God. That's pretty scary though, you know, because my mother told me, do not let a ghost fuck you. Do not, because you can just happen, you know. If you let it happen, if you just enjoy it, it's a crime. It's a sin. Oh my God. A few nights I tried not to enjoy it, but it was so pleasurable. My fucking eyes turned red. I get pregnant by a ghost. What if I got pregnant by a ghost? Oh shit. What face would it have? Would it come out looking like this?
Oh, I hope not. I don't know what this is, but I hope not.
What would it look like? Oh shit.
Okay. I gotta
would I have
turn this
invisible, baby?
Wait, what?
My body would be moving, my stomach would be thumping.
Oh my
My
God.
foot. Oh shit, that was pretty scary to think about. Well, I fuck a ghost. How do you fuck a ghost? Some people ask, I don't fuck a ghost. They fuck me.
All right, we're going to stop that there. That was one thing I found on the internet. Let's continue on with this segment of things that I found on the internet. Usually, you know what? I just figured something out. Sometimes you're going through life and you think about stuff and you figure it out. And when you're doing a show and then you break the show up into like 9 segments, but then you could just do one big segment at a time. Things I found on the internet. We got that's what I was looking for earlier. I got a video of a preacher.
By the blood of the Lamb, God.
That gets possessed
I pray,
by a cell phone.
healing. I pray, deliverance.
Right,
Deliverance.
he's looking at his phone.
Lord, yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
Uh-oh.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes,
I'll take
Lord.
3. 4. What is that? Is that speaking in tongues? What happened to him there? I don't know what happened to him there. Just something that I found on the internet. I think I might have. Okay, so this I found on the internet too. It is the Earth's vibration. It's the sound of the vibration of Earth. Check that out. This is 7.83 hertz. So if you're allergic to this, please turn the radio off now. I might have waited too long. Some things I found on the internet. All right, what else do we have that I found? Looks like we have one more thing that I found on the internet. This little interview right here.
I've made some discoveries in my own personal life.
Okay, so this guy is a philosopher, scientist guy. Brilliant man. Now just listen to, his name is Dr. Terrence Howard.
With the science that, Pythagoras was searching for, I was able to open up the flower of life properly and find the real wave conjugations that we've been looking for 10,000 years. Why would I continue, walking on water for tips when I've got an entire generation to teach a whole new world?
That's a big remark.
Yeah.
What do you intend to do?
Well, let me put it this way. All energy in the universe is expressed in motion. All motion is expressed in waves. All waves are curved. So where does the straight lines come from to make the platonic solids? There are no straight lines. So when I took the flower of life and opened it properly, I found whole new wave conjugations that expose the in-between spaces. It's the thing that holds us all together.
That's a good point. That's a great point. We are done with, let's close the book on things that I found on the internet. I think my favorite thing was, what the hell is this? Oh my God. Jesus crap. Okay, let me turn that off there. Sorry about that. Sometimes when you don't close Pandora's box of YouTube, it eats you from the inside. We're going to listen to... Did we hear this, Indo? Did we hear this one?
Greetings, Earthling. This is Zindu, your lord and master of the sewers. This is Brooklyn, New York for the Dark Sewer News Network. I have a fun story. Well, it's not that fun. It's a little embarrassing. You can now get fined in New York City if you call somebody an illegal alien. Which,
What?
That would be great for me, but people just fucking call me an alien, so I'm not going to get any of this sweet money. This is a de Blasio thing, right? This is pretty silly. I've been reading this news article here. Yeah, Bill de Blasio. What a piece of shit that guy is. Yeah.
Whoa.
I wish I could find out where he gets his food so I could take little alien turds in it and let him eat it.
What?
So basically, you're not allowed to call somebody an illegal alien if they're not. If you call them an illegal alien and they're not an illegal alien, then you, sir, are being a jerk that could get sued. The thing is that the term alien is actually defined by Homeland Security as a person that does not have citizenship or is not a national of the United States. So if you call somebody that is actually an illegal alien, that is, if you call an illegal alien, you're fine. If you just call somebody you don't like an illegal alien, you're going to get sued for a lot of money. I'm sure if you call anybody, you can get a lot of money in a lot of different ways in New York City by suing. It's a lot of waste of time. Let me tell you that. One time I called Nick a rat bastard, and he tried to take me to court.
I remember
there
that.
was a whole lawsuit going back and forth. But let me just say, sooner or later, that's maybe how I started working where I currently am working. So I guess the main point to this article is Mayor Bill de Blasio is a piece of shit. Anyway, this has been Zindu, coming to you live from the sewers of Brooklyn, New York for the Dark Sewer News Network. We'll be back later with a little bit more on the real news side. That was almost there. Almost there. Let's see what happens. Bye.
No political talk, Zindu, please. Even though Bill de Blasio is, like, not really, like, political, just, you know, just leave him alone, okay? Don't do that stuff. Let's listen to Kira Zill Extraterrestrial Landfill.
Building a rat ship. You over here! Run! Run!
The Rat, the podcast that takes you underground. Yeah. We ask the tough questions that no one else has the guts to ask.
Anyway, I'm going to get this party started.
Brazil, extraterrestrial landfill. That was a fun song. Wap, 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 wap. You don't want Jason Voorhees chasing you to that music, do you? Probably not. We have a lot of show to go. I'd like to play the second part of the Nadia story, but We have stories. We have other stories. This one is... I found this is pretty old. It's pretty old. This is from Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. This one is told by Jason Scary Stories on YouTube. This is pretty old. This is an old story, and it came from a long time ago. But this one is called The Big Toe. So let's listen to this copyright-free story reenactment. I don't know. Whatever. Jason Scary Stories. Big Toe.
The Big Toe. A boy was digging at the edge of the garden when he saw a big toe. He tried to pick it up, but it was stuck to something. So he gave it a good hard jerk, and it came off in his hand. Then he heard something groan and scamper away. The boy took the toe into the kitchen and showed it to his mother. "It looks nice and plump," she said. "I'll put it in the soup, and we'll have it for supper." That night, his father carved the toe into 3 pieces, and they each had a piece. Then they did the dishes, and when it got dark, they went to bed. The boy fell asleep almost at once, but in the middle of the night, a sound awakened him. It was something out in the street. It was a voice, and it was calling to him. "Where is my toe?" It groaned. When the boy heard that, he got very scared, but he thought, "It doesn't know where I am. It will never find me." Then he heard the voice once more, only now it was closer. "Where is my toe?" I don't fucking know. It groaned. The boy pulled the blankets over his head and closed his eyes. "I'll go to sleep," he thought. "When I wake up, it will be gone." But soon he heard the back door open, and again he heard the voice. "Where is my toe?" It groaned. Then the boy heard footsteps move through the kitchen, into the dining room, into the living room, into the front hall. Then slowly they climbed the stairs. Closer and closer they came. Soon they were in the upstairs hall. Now they were outside his door. "Where is my toe?" The voice groaned. His door opened. Shaking with fear, he listened as the footsteps slowly moved through the dark toward his bed. Then they stopped. "Where is my toe?" The voice groaned. "You've got it!"
Yep. That was a story right there. You might remember that if you were ever a fan of horror, I guess, or something. Ow. Feel like the blob is chasing me down in the sewer here. Ugh. Well, we have a phone call coming in. Hello, caller. How are you?
Where's my toe?
I know where your toe is.
Where's my toe?
It's your... Hold on. I put it up my...
That's right.
Oh, God, it's so deep.
Does it tickle?
It's so...
Does
Oh,
it
it tickles.
tickle?
Oh, there's hair on it, too.
Oh.
What? Ah! Oh, God. It's stuck up there. I can't get it out.
Lick it.
I can't...
Lick it. Lick it.
That toe's mine. Zindu.
Greetings, everybody. This is Zindu coming to you from the Dark Sewer News Network. I have an interesting article. It's not a very fucking serious solid one, but whatever. It's not like a big old snake turd. It's more like a little fart. But I found it interesting, mostly because you know how that there's always like, red meat's bad for you, red meat's good for you, wine's bad for you, wine's good for you, coffee's bad for you, coffee's good for you. Well, this article is a little bit different. It's titled 9 Reasons You Should Drink Cinnamon Milk Every Night Before Sleeping. Now, I was intrigued. I was like, wow, cinnamon milk? I don't think I've ever even had that before. Then I was like, you know what, that might taste good. A little bit of cinnamon and milk, I'm down for that. And then I was reading what it could do. So let's go over the 9 reasons you should be drinking cinnamon milk before you go to sleep. This is a little health tip from Zindu, an alien from planet Oktar, for your measly little human bodies. Mileage may vary. That's all I'll say. I'm not a doctor, so if you die from this, it was on you. I'm saying, okay, so got that out of the way. Number 1, drinking warm milk with cinnamon puts you to sleep. So apparently it causes you to sleep. It relaxes your muscles and all of that. I don't know. Maybe when they said cinnamon, they meant like a stripper named Cinnamon or something, because that helps me sleep. It treats colds and fights coughs. Cinnamon is a very good antioxidant. It protects your body and strengthens your immunity. That's great. Yeah,
where are you going with this, Endo?
Sure. I'm dying. Here, eat some cinnamon. Oh, I'm better. Okay. Cinnamon is great for oral care. So far, this all seems like cinnamon and not milk. Maybe you should just eat cinnamon. It's a strong antifungal and antimicrobial properties. It kills all that shit in your mouth. So you want to suck a cinnamon dick, and you'll be good to go.
What the
it facilitates weight loss. Warm milk and cinnamon because it's great for weight loss. It makes your metabolism faster. So yeah, more cinnamon stuff. Where's the milk come into play? Just eat cinnamon. Cinnamon mixed with warm milk is a natural painkiller. I didn't know that one. Really? Let's see. When cinnamon is consumed with warm milk, instant relief from pain is achieved. Instant? Jesus Christ, we should be giving it to people in war. Cinnamon's anti-inflammatory properties are a huge win. It's good for repairing damaged tissues. So you could save money on your Kleenex. You could just repair them with some cinnamon milk. It reduces your heart disease risk. It's great for your heart disease.
This is long, Sindhu.
I thought milk gives you cholesterol. I don't know what the fuck's going on. This all seems like reasons cinnamon is good, and it's not talking shit about milk. It lowers blood sugar levels, so cinnamon will help your blood sugar levels, and cinnamon also may protect against neurodegenerative diseases. Basically, I think this might have been an ad by giant milk corporations to make you drink more milk by actually telling you how good cinnamon is. So your cinnamon intake is now going to be supplied sideways by milk.
Cinnamon.
This commercial is brought to you by Zindu. I'm going to go work on a farm because I love cow titties. I'll be back a little bit later with some more news. Have a great evening, everybody. I'll be right back. God, who wrote all this news this week? This is horrible. Fucking horrible news. No, we'll be right back.
Zindu, you're not going anywhere. Sorry to say it. We got a gas blast over here. Very important gas blast. Whoa, we have a lot of everything here. Gas blast story right here. It was almost like I was a ghost standing outside of myself, looking down. I could see me laying on the ground, not moving. I totally messed that whole entire English language thing with periods and commas up. Two EMTs knelt on either side, trying to figure out why my eyes were open but not blinking. Moving back into my body, nothing worked. Not even my fart hole. What am I, a 3-year-old? Why is that funny? It's not. Moving back into my body, nothing worked. I'll skip that part. No matter how hard I tried, I couldn't move a muscle. Ears could not hear a sound. Eyes see nothing. And there was no sight. Numb. I felt nothing. Like someone had soaked me in a vat of ice water and numbed my skin to the bone. I kept screaming in my head that I was here, alive, existing, but they heard nothing except the farts. Hello, caller.
Hello. Is there a radio show going on at the moment, or am I early? Am I late?
We're telling scary stories.
You're telling scary stories.
Yeah.
That sounds like the go. I've got a number here.
Yeah.
From a scammer on Twitter, and she's given me hope. Mum, okay, you ready, guys? Pens in hand. We need to call this person.
Okay.
Okay, it's 917.
917.
791.
791.
6433.
6433. All right,
and the person's name is Hope Manama.
Hope Manama.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the message I got on Twitter from one of those from one of those dodgy hi, what are you wearing?
Do you think if we ever contact these people, they'll kill us? Like, how much do you think they're willing to take? They're probably willing to go all the way. Like, if you actually contact that number and they're like, well, the next step is to tell us your address and the next step is to invite me over. I'm sure they're going to be... Maybe we should
find out? Maybe. Shall I conference us in? Because that way it's coming from an Australian number.
Yeah, let's do this. Why not?
This makes it for exciting radio. You guys talk amongst yourselves. We'll see how we do this. Put you on hold, and I think I press this button.
Yeah, press
here,
that button. Don't worry,
and
I'll
make
a drink really quick.
Okay, the word.
Okay, I got
917
791
91.
It was like 33.
6433.
33. Yeah.
I missed the one out. One. Because I'm in this. I think I'm like. You sound like you're there, like you're right next to me, but you're not.
I am right
the other
next
side
to
of the
you.
world.
Just turn around.
977.
Every time I have a dream a little closer, just turn around. I don't know the other words.
Yeah, that one. Here we go. Let's call them.
Let's call them up. Let's do this. Let's get to the bottom of this. I don't hear anything. I'm still connected.
Leave your message after the tone.
Oh, here we go. Hi, caller. I was wondering if you had any scary stories about Joe Biden looking through your window while you sleep at night.
Yeah, I think that's what we want to ask.
.com?
That works. .com. .com.
You need a .com on it. Caller, do you have a scary story other than making us leave political messages on people's answering machines?
Well, I could. I mean, why not? We're on their voicemail. We might as well hang around. I haven't thought of anything scary. This is the scariest thing was calling this person. And I have, I've got social anxiety and the occasional bit of paranoia.
All right. Okay. Well, what about when you were a kid? What were you scared of when you were a kid? Like, even though, that's not like a scary story, you must have had fears, right?
Oh, I got a message from her. She just said, "We can talk and let's see."
Tell her I live in the sewer.
Yeah, okay, I can do that. Let me see.
And
I'll tell her on Twitter, or I wish she could listen to this.
So, if you were...
So you live in the sewer?
if you were going to like what would you rather like if you had something in front of you or death, what would be the thing that pushes you to death?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh. Exactly. Yeah. So, what would be the thing that pushes me towards
like
death?
what would you rather? What would you choose death over? Like, I doubt it's like eating a ham sandwich.
People have died eating ham sandwiches. Mama Cass died eating a ham sandwich.
So would you rather?
I guess I would choose death over Mama Cass. That's for sure.
Really?
Yeah.
It's pretty hot.
Shit, yeah, it's sort of, yeah. I guess if you're into that sort of, yeah, could work. That's how I don't know. I think death is it'd take a lot. It'd take a lot for me to choose death.
Okay. I have a better question for you. What are you gonna wear for
Yeah.
Halloween?
Sorry, what am I going to watch for Halloween?
Where for Halloween? Is there Halloween where
what
you
are?
are?
Where?
Where? Clothe yourself. What would you be putting over your skin on Halloween? Halloween.
Hello, caller. What are you wearing?
What are you going to be wearing, caller, on Halloween?
On Halloween.
Halloween.
I haven't even thought that far in front.
I think Halloween is universal, isn't
random.
They celebrate that shit everywhere.
They do. There's fucking Halloween shops popping up everywhere, all over the place, reminding you that it's Halloween.
But I have a question for you. Is Halloween on the same day all around the planet?
When is it? It's October 30th?
Yeah, so it's like at the end of the October. But like if you celebrate it in the northern hemisphere, it's like cold in the fall. But if you celebrate it in the southern hemisphere, it's like it's the summertime and you got your bikini on.
You just disappeared. Did you get beamed up by aliens? You back? Disappeared. Hello.
Oh, hey everybody. I don't know what just happened there. Is the stream still on? What's going on over here? Guys, please just sit back and enjoy the silence by Savio Machado.
motherfucker. You're a badass motherfucker. Nick the Rat! Motherfucker.
That was Enjoy the Silence, mixed by Savio Machado. It's a remix there. So that's that song right there. Let's give that a round of the. Okay, we gotta play more stuff. Should I? Okay, we have 3 choices for stories right now. 1, 2, 3. We have 3 choices, everybody. We're gonna take a vote in the chat room. I think I linked that. Yeah, I did link that. Enjoy the Silence right there. It's a 3 choice, multiple choice. We have 1 second part of the Illuminati story. This is great. We have 2. Another Tales from the fucking Scary Stories book. It's not as good as the first one. And 3, we have a Mystery Man story. So 1, Illuminati, 2, another story, or 3, Mystery Man. First person to write anything. Oh, okay, we're going. There's like number 1, the second part of the Illuminati story is going to come up right now. So grab your stuff that you need and clear your ears out, because the spookiness is about to fill them back up. Here we go.
Natalie studied Alexis's face, brushing her bangs away from her eyes. You do look a tad pale, and your eyes look kind of glossy. Do you want to skip camping tonight and see if we can stay at that motel again? Asked Natalie. No, let's wait a bit. It might just be the heat, said Alexis. Oh yeah, drink some water, said Natalie, handing Alexis a bottle of cold water from the cooler. Alexis took it and drank the whole bottle down. Yeah, I'll be okay, said Alexis after she finished. The girls spent the rest of the day traveling up to Merry-Go-Round Rock, then drove back down towards the camping site to set up. Alexis was feeling much better after a couple more bottles of water. The girls made it to the campsite and set up their tents and spread their food and supplies out on the picnic table. They got a campfire going before the sun started to set. They sat silently watching the sunset on the cliffs as they transformed from a bright red to purple, and then everything went dark. The campfire was warm against their backs as they looked on. Then they saw bats starting to take flight. Hey, how are you feeling, by the way? Natalie asked Alexis. A lot better, actually, said Alexis. Are you hungry? Natalie asked Alexis. Yeah, I'm starving, she replied. The girls wrapped chicken and vegetables in aluminum foil, then placed their packets next to the fire and let it cook for a while they drank beer. An hour had passed and they both got a tad tipsy. They lost control of their sweet tooth and started to roast marshmallows before they had even eaten dinner. Once they determined the chicken was done, and it was quite done, they smacked the packets out of the fire with a stick. The packets fell into the dirt and they clumsily opened their dinner and ate it with relish. After that, they were very full, very tipsy, and very drowsy. Alexis yawned and finished off the last of her beer. I'm going to pee and then I'm going to sleep, she said in a small, sleepy voice. She shuffled off behind a tree to relieve herself. Natalie continued to sip her beer and stared blankly into the fire, mesmerized by the flames. She wasn't sure how much time had passed before she realized that Alexis had never returned. Alexis, are you okay? She called out. No response. Alexis. Alexis! Hey, did you pass out back there? Natalie called. Still no response. Natalie got up quickly, and she became dizzy from getting up too fast. She fought through the lightheadedness, grabbed her flashlight off the picnic table, and went to Alexis's tent to see if she'd crawled in there without Natalie noticing. She crawled in and looked around with a flashlight. Hello, Natalie said quietly. She crouched down and poked the sleeping bag. No one was there. She walked over to her own tent to see if, in her drunken state, Alexis had gone there by accident. But she wasn't there either. Natalie's heart started to pound as she started to think the worst. Natalie grabbed the folding knife that they used to cut chicken with. Then she headed out towards where Alexis went pee. It was right behind the campsite, and there was no reason for her to go off further into the trees, especially without a flashlight. Natalie pointed the flashlight this way and that, trying to see if her friend wandered off somewhere and passed out. She wasn't even that drunk, Natalie thought. But she wasn't feeling too good either. Maybe the alcohol brought back some of the sickness somehow. She ventured out into the trees, calling for Alexis, and only silence replied. After about 10 minutes, Natalie was starting to panic. She took out her phone and was about to press the emergency SOS call button when her light shone on something shiny. Natalie's eyes widened as realization dawned on her. Blood. "Lexi!" she yelled. "Where are you?" She noticed that the blood trailed off deeper into the trees. Bloody nose, thought Natalie. She pressed the SOS button on her phone. Then it dialed 911. As it rang, Natalie's flashlight beam fell onto a pair of feet. "Oh, thank God," cried Natalie. "Where are your shoes?" Natalie's light traveled up Alexis's body and realized that she was naked. "Lexi, if this is some kind of stupid hippie Earth thing, I'm not joining you. Aren't you cold, anyway?" Alexis didn't respond. "Hey, come on, stop being so fucking weird. I want it." Natalie went cold as she shined the flashlight on Alexis's face. Only, it wasn't her face. It was the head of a coyote. Its eyes were bright white. Its head was leaning awkwardly to one side. Its lips drooped. Blood was dripping out of its mouth. Natalie thought back to the coyote and the thunderstorm on the road. Natalie stood staring, wide-eyed and speechless. The coyote-headed Alexis stared back blankly. "Hello, 911, what is your emergency?" "Hello?" called a woman's voice on the phone. Natalie didn't answer. The coyote's head propped itself upright with a sudden jerk. Natalie heard a loud crack as it did so. Natalie backed away. "Help me!" she screamed. The coyote's lips curled back, but this time, it looked like it was smiling. It lurched forward towards Natalie. "Hello? Hello?" called a voice over the phone. Natalie turned around and started to run in the opposite direction. She wasn't sure where the campsite was, but any direction away from that thing was a good one. "Lexi!" she screamed. "Lexi!" She could hear the coyote yipping and snarling behind her. Still clutching her phone, she put it up to her face. "Hello?" Natalie panted. "Where are you?" asked the voice urgently. "Manzanita Campground in Sedona," panted Natalie. "I'm being chased. I don't know who it is. My friend is missing." "We're sending emergency units out right away," said the operator. Just as she finished saying this, Natalie tripped onto the ground. As she tried to get up, she felt cold, strong hands grab her arms. Natalie screamed. She was lifted up as though she weighed nothing at all and was thrown against a nearby tree. Natalie cried out in pain and surprise. She turned to look at the monster. It was striding towards her, its eyes glowing brighter, and its mouth wide open, tongue lolling out, its snout and tongue red with blood. "Please, no, please," begged Natalie. The coyote crouched down. Its eyes were glowing brighter than ever. It unhinged its jaws, and it came slowly towards Natalie's face, as though it were about to swallow her alive. Natalie took out her knife and shoved it upwards into the creature's neck. It yelped and got up and hobbled backwards, holding its neck, then fell back. Natalie got up shakily and intended to finish the creature off with her knife. But when she leaned over it, she saw that it no longer had a coyote head. It was Alexis again. "Lexi? Oh my God, Lexi." Alexis choked as she tried to speak, but blood was gushing from the wound in her neck. "Fuck, oh no, no," said Natalie as tears started to stream down her face. She shook off her jacket and pressed it against her friend's neck. Alexis placed her hand on Natalie's free hand and held it. "Okay," she choked. Her eyes went blank as her hand let go of Natalie's. "What happened then?" Charlene asked. Natalie was crying. "It's okay," said Charlene. "Take your time." "Police and ambulance arrived, and they pronounced her dead at the scene," sobbed Natalie. "I can't do this anymore." They concluded the interview, and the crew got busy wrapping up the set. Natalie got up slowly. The guard that was with her placed a hand on her back. The handcuffs were heavy on her wrists. "All right, inmate, your hour of fame is done. Let's go," the guard said impatiently, pushing Natalie firmly ahead of him. Even in her thick jumpsuit, Natalie felt cold.
Oh boy. I'm so happy I had a couple of pair of pants with me. I've been changing them. I don't know if you could tell in the video. I'm just really ABBA something. I'm ABBA something. Really good at that. Doing that. Woo. Hope you enjoyed that story. That was from Illuminati. A great story there, the Skinwalker. And we're gonna be. The best thing to do after something that's that good is to play some advertisements, because you have to make money doing the show, and I'm not seeing any. Wait a second. There's probably no money coming through because the I didn't finish that last story before. I felt nothing, like someone had soaked me in the thing, but nothing, no matter how long, no matter how loud the screaming got, there was no response from the EMT. I could hear them talk about how their day was going, what plans they had after work. The screaming turned into crying, but no tears ran down my cheeks. Butt cheeks. Leaving my body once more, I could only stare down at my shell of physical existence. Pity was all my soul felt. Pity for a body that didn't know if it was alive or dead. I could hear my screams still ringing in my ears. And then I woke up. Farting. Oh, that was a good story ruined by me and my obsession with gas. We're going to listen to another song over here. About advertisements, because we're going to be playing an advertisement and not a song. This is how we do it down here. We're gonna play this one. Looks like a good one over here.
Dark sewer bras, made from 100% reclaimed cotton, from only the softest toilet paper in the sewer. Why not treat yourself today and keep the boys safe and comfortable? For only $69.99, you could have a dark sewer bra today.
Ow, my ears! Why is that so loud? Dear God, sorry about that, everybody.
Yee-haw! Come on down to the sewer and get yourself the biggest, juiciest, succulent, strong, diddly burger there is. The Dark Sewer Fly Burger. Down in the sewer, we get the biggest, hairiest, protein-filled flies your eyes have ever seen. And for $1 more, we will even de-wing them for you. So come on down to the sewer now and reserve a seat at the Fly Burger. Order in or out. Heck, fuck here, 917-719-5923.
I don't even remember playing this song, but Robin Stoll, Laid Back, Luke, and Pyrodox. Keep on rocking. All right, we're going to listen to this now. We'll be back. More Nick the Rat Radio.
Up and down,
rat!
Keep on rocking. Up and down, right below. Keep on moving, don't be slow. Up and down, right below. Keep on rocking in the slow. Up and down, right below. Keep on moving, don't be slow. Up and down, right below. Keep on rocking, rocking. Up and down, right below. Keep on moving, don't be slow. Up and down, right below. Keep on rocking in the slow. Up and down, right below. Keep on moving, don't be slow. Up and down, right below. Keep on moving, don't be slow.
I just gotta let you know right now, man, you're doing great stuff. I fucking love you, man. You're so rock. Nick the rat!
Keep on rocking, rocking. Keep on rocking. Up and down, right below. Keep on moving, don't be slow. Up and down, right below. Keep on rocking in the slow. Up and down, right below. Keep on moving, don't be slow. Up and down, right below. Keep on rocking, rocking.
That is an obvious question. Brad's all jacked up because I listened to his show.
Oh yeah, no, he's off the rails now.
Oh, he's I met the guy. He's he's like a normal person.
I met him too. He smokes a lot of weed.
Yeah.
Makes him a friend of mine.
Yes, he does.
Laid back Luke and Pyrodox, keep on rocking. Pyrodox. I think the later it gets, the more hair I get in my ears and I can't hear anything. Or maybe it's just the music is just too damn loud. I'm just rocking out too hard. It's spooky October, everybody. We made it once again to the fall. I hope everybody enjoys their fall time festivities. It's weird because like November kind of sucks. Like October is really fun, I think, and then November comes and it's like, oh, I'm gonna have a day off, but I'd rather do October again. I'd rather 2 Octobers than October than November. But we do have more voicemails. We have, whoa, what is this? We have a gas blast. I would join Zindu for a vampire meetup and punch things out of existence. That's a good one there. Oh, we have a spooky story right here. This one's kind of long. Let me see if I could buzz through it kind of quickly here. I don't want to not read it. Okay, I got a wonky one. But if you use it, please keep me relatively anonymous. But it's a true story. A few years ago, I was living in a little blue house in the middle of Tennessee. My roommate and I allegedly took some LSD one night. Each little tab had Bernie Sanders' face printed on it. We split 2 hits. I took 1.5 tabs. My buddy took only the remaining half. Needless to say, within an hour, I was feeling the burn. I had my jam station set up and started jamming on the synth and keyboard. Everything in sight was doing the usual complex geometric warping as I played horrible music that sounded absolutely heavenly at the time. As time went on, the music I was playing warped and changed and just distorted fields of my observable reality, which was still something I was accustomed to in regards of hallucinating. It's a long story. I can't believe I'm going to read this whole thing. You know what? I'm going to skip to the last paragraph here. Sorry, writer. By the next morning, when we stopped outside for a cigarette and coffee, we saw the outside screen of the window had been torn off and thrown into the woods. And the window glass was cracked. Don't know who or what the fuck was, who was fucking with the window, but it was #spooky. Don't do drugs, kids. I think that last paragraph really summed it up a lot there. The last one is important paragraph. We have Sindhu.
Hi, everybody. This is Indu. I thought I'd maybe tell a little scary story of myself. I usually do the news, but I guess I'll throw in for Halloween. What I'm trying to say. It's a little something extra that I could do for you. So a lot of scary shit happened to me in my life. So I thought maybe I could just tell you a fast story about one of those incidences. I was staying at my uncle's house one year, and he went away on vacation, and I was in his. It's a big house. He has like a mansion on Oak Tar. This happened a long time ago, and he has those lights that turn on when there's like movement outside. So I was getting ready for bed in this big mansion all by myself. I was just watching it for him, and I'm getting ready to go to bed. And I see the light outside turn on, like it just flicks on, and then I'm like, "What the fuck's going on out there?" So I get up to look out there, and while I'm looking out the window, I hear a noise, like coming down from downstairs. This is like a 3-floor mansion. I was on the 2nd floor in the room with the waterbed and the silks and the whips and all that. It's kinky stuff, fuck? I know, but whatever. I like it. Okay, so I heard that noise outside, and then I got up and I looked, and then I heard the noise inside. So I'm just like, oh, man, fuck this, man. I don't know what the hell's going on. So I get into bed, and I pull the covers up over my head because I think I'm about to get, like, raped or robbed or something by my uncle. I don't know. He was a jerk. But, he's done stuff like that before. But it's either way. This is not about my uncle. This is about the story. So I'm laying there with the blankets up over my head. I'm not seeing any more lights. But then I hear the noise. It's coming closer and closer to the door. And I hear just hear this, like a noise, I'm talking about, and it sounds like it's just like running around on the floor, and then I hear, then the fast tapping noises become more like thump, 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 and I'm not shitting you. This shit really happened. So I'm laying in bed. I'm like trying to go to sleep. I'm like, just go to sleep. This is all not real. This is not this is fake. But then I see a light coming from underneath the door, and I hear thump, thump, and I fucking jump up, and I swing the door open, and I got my dick in my hand ready to kill somebody.
What the fuck?
And there was nothing there. There's nothing, no lights, no noise, nothing. And for like the rest of the night, I got back into bed, I went to sleep, woke up, I had a jog. It was and I talked to my uncle about it. He said nothing ever really weird happened around there before, so it was a little strange. But that was my story about my evil uncle who died at some point. But this is the haunted mansion that I was staying in, and yeah, that's my story. I'll be back later with a little bit more news. I hope you're having a great Halloween. I hope the stories are good tonight. We'll be back a little bit later. Yes.
That was Bazindu story. To keep the spirits up, to keep the lively Halloween horrors. Still horrifying. Horrifying stuff there. Thank you, Zindu, for that lovely story. Let's put that one in that folder over there. Whew. All right, we still have a little bit more show left. We have voicemails. Let's go to the voicemail box. Sorry, person who wrote that last thing that I didn't get to read it completely, but it was a little bit long. Maybe like 1-2 paragraphs, but that's 5 pages worth of text there. And now I know how Kennedy died too, so that was pretty cool. Thank you. Voicemail.
Hey Nick, what's going on, man? Just giving you a call. Most of the real creepy stories I got are a little too long, so I guess I'll just tell you about this dream I had last night that was pretty creepy.
Okay, I'm down for a dream story.
One of my buddies at work, in my dream, dragged me to a Tim Allen show. And this ain't no fake. This dream really happened. I was dragged to this Tim Allen show I didn't want to go to, and he pulled up in the exact car from Dumb and Dumber.
The one with the dog?
Dog grooming one.
Yeah.
And when he got out of the car, he drove it up on stage and got out of the car, and then everybody booed him, and he was trying to convince them that it was his original idea and not the car directly from Dumb and Dumber. And that's probably the spookiest dream I've had in a while. But it was a real dream, so... Anyway, take it easy.
Do you want to hear the most annoying sound ever? Huh? How does he do that thing? Okay, we have another story. We have a Mystery Man story. Let's listen to that now. Let's play that Mystery Man story, and then we're going to get on with the show, and we'll be right back.
Good evening, everybody. This is Mystery Man. Tonight, I will be reading you the story entitled Lost Pulse.
Ground control! Ground control, can you hear me?
The astronaut screamed into his transceiver. No response. Just silence.
Ground control, this is Captain Brad Del Rey. Please respond.
Captain Brad Del Rey and his crew landed on the surface of the moon to inspect a meteor that hit it months ago. Astronomers noticed a large hole left behind, but even more amazingly, there was a pulsing purple glow coming from deep within the hole. The 3-person crew landed on the surface of the moon 2 days ago, a few hundred feet from the impact site. As soon as they touched down, they lost contact with ground control. They assumed it was just a communications glitch and continued on with the mission.
Captain, do you feel that? It feels like space is pulsing all around us. Kind of like a heartbeat.
His first officer was right. He could feel it too. He felt it through his entire body. They continued on their mission and set up a mini crane near the crater and lowered it into the glowing pit. When the crane latched onto the object, it caused a quake. It felt like the entire moon shuddered for a moment.
Sir? Continue on with the mission.
As he hoisted the object from the hole, he felt a vibration inside of his skull. It was now visible. It looked like a slick, square cube, about a foot tall and a foot wide. It pulsed with a blinding neon purple light, and a whirling, gear-like noise came from within.
Grab it, and let's get it back to the ship.
As his crew members touched the object, their suits fused to the cube and wouldn't let them go. Brad had to mute his headset due to the deafening screams that followed. After another blinding pulse of purple light, their hands were free again. Brad turned his headset back on, but heard nothing.
Marty? Kristen? Are you okay?
Nothing. Then they turned to face him. Inside their helmets, Marty and Kristen were no longer there. Inside of the helmet, he saw holes where their eyes should have been, and bone where flesh was before. Brad leaped from the crane and ran over a small dune, got prone, and watched them. The 2 figures detached the cube from the crane and carried it back to the ship. Was he just imagining things? Was the stress of the job getting to him? Then he saw the bay doors of the ship begin to close. Brad began to run as fast as he could. It was too late. The doors have closed. Brad was left out in the cold loneliness of space. Soon later, the ignition sequence began, and the ship left the moon, leaving Brad all by himself with no way to get back to Earth. For 2 days, he tried to contact Earth over his transceiver with no luck. He was starting to starve and his oxygen was running low. As he laid on the moon looking up at the Earth, he noticed a pulse come from the planet. So bright, he had to look away. My God, what was happening? Then he heard static on his headset.
Hello? Ground control, are you there? Ground control here. Sorry, buddy, but we're not gonna come get you. Enjoy your few hours of the last human say at last adventure.
Superstition, Stevie Wonder acoustic blues cover by Michael O'Bagja.
Very superstitious. You're writing on the wall. Very superstitious. A ladder's about to fall. Yeah, 13-month-old baby. Yeah, broke the looking glass. 7 years of bad luck. Good things in your past. 'Cause when you believe in things that you don't understand and you suffer, yeah, superstitions ain't the way. Yeah. Superstitious. Oh, wash your face and hands. Rid me of the problem. Ooh, do all you can. Keep me in my daydream. Ooh, keep me going strong. Yeah, you don't wanna see me. How sad is my soul? 'Cause when you believe in things that you don't understand and you suffer, superstition ain't a way.
Yo, come on, check it. Here we go. Check the windows, lock the doors. Hearing every creeping things on the floor. Scarier than Kruger. Look at there. No fangs, no fur, but it's a joy killer. The peace taker, the dream destroyer. It's no other than a player of the guilts and the doubts in your head. Twisting every truth and the lies that are being fed. He will leave you dead on the ground where you frown. But wait, it's not too late, there's another way. Jesus, yeah, he's the way, the truth, and the life. He's the way, the truth, and the life. Freedom.
So who will you believe? Yeah, who will you believe? this one you will live for, and one you must leave. Oh, it's when you believe in things that you don't understand and you suffer. Oh, superstition ain't a way. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Superstition ain't a way.
I need that hot steam directly in my skull cave.
Whoa. Okay, that was a Superstition Stevie Wonder acoustic blues cover by Michael Obadja. Hi, everybody. Well, welcome to Spooky Times in the Sewer. We're talking about skeletons and ghosts and all those creepy things that you have under your bed right now. Because I've been under your bed, and there's a lot of creepy things under there. I think we have more voicemails. We sure do. We sure do have more voicemails. Let's listen to a couple of those.
Hey, Nick. Hey, listen. So, I got a joke. What do rats eat for breakfast? Mice Krispies. Adios, mofo.
ITM. Why would the rats eat the Mice Krispies? Does that mean like mouse poop, or is it like deep fried mouse, or I'm thinking about this joke way too much right now. I guess maybe it's like deeper than I thought it could have. Whoa, that's weird. We have this here thingy-majig here. What is it called? A sewer fucking spooky story from Gas Blast. It goes like this. I call this one the ghost-legged hoe. Oh boy. I used to go to a strip club and would always pay for a lady named Delilah. She was the best stripper ever. I'd give her tons of money, flowers, and attention. Oh boy. Should I keep reading this? One night after she got out of work, I snuck up behind her with a sheet and tied it around her torso and threw her on the back of my motorcycle. While I was in the middle of taking her to a cabin I have in the middle of the woods, a lady appeared in the middle of the road. She stepped to the side as I passed her, and she jammed her leg into the motorbike spoke, and it caused a huge accident. Me, Delilah, the motorbike, and the lady's leg flew through the air. While I was bleeding out, Delilah got up, unharmed, and started to run away from me down the street. The next thing I knew, the lady with one leg walked over to me with what I thought was no leg, and she started to repeatedly kick me in the nuts. I'm now in jail writing this to you on the prison library computer, broken-hearted with busted nuts, telling you the story about the one-legged hoe. What the fuck was that? Let's listen to the last scary story that we have.
This story is called The Walk. My uncle was walking down a lonely dirt road one day. He came upon a man who was also walking down that road. The man looked at my uncle, and my uncle looked at the man. The man was scared of my uncle, and my uncle was scared of the man. But they kept on walking. It began to get dark. The man looked at my uncle, and my uncle looked at the man. The man was very scared of my uncle, and my uncle was very scared of the man. But they kept on walking, and they came to a big woods. It was getting darker, and the man looked at my uncle, and my uncle looked at the man. The man was really scared of my uncle, and my uncle was really scared of the man. But they kept on walking, and deep into the woods they went. It was getting darker, and the man looked at my uncle, and my uncle looked at the man. The man was terrible scared of my uncle, and my uncle was terrible scared of...
The fuck? Looks like the quality of this show just went out the crapper. I guess that's what happens after 1 o'clock in the morning. No, I'm just joking here. That's great. I was actually pretty scared from that last thing, more than I'd like to even admit. I think we're wrapping the show up here. Yeah, we're pretty much at the. We're gonna leave you this week with spooky stuff and all that goodness and gracious. Great balls of fire. I hope you had a great time. I hope you enjoyed the show. I hope you got your... Oh, wait, we have more voicemail.
What's up, Nicker? What the fuck? Guess what? I got a joke for you.
Oh, great. Another joke?
I got a joke.
All right, let's hear it.
And it goes something like this.
Okay, give it to me.
Buford T came up to me the other day and said, Kidba, how you stay so skinny? And I told Buford T, I said, I like to eat pussy. And Buford T said, Kidba, but it tastes like shit. And I told Buford T, I said, you gotta take smaller bites. Buford, you gotta take smaller bites. Oh, sorry, sewer chat. Adios, motherfuckers.
Yes, indeed, smaller bites, everybody. That is the way to a lady's heart. How many bites does it take to get to the center of a lady? I don't know, but you probably ask Buford T. We have more voicemails. Let's just go through them. Let's get...
Congratulations!
What the fuck
You
is
are...
this? Jesus Christ.
Hello?
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 Oh, boy.
Damn.
That guy was super disappointed there. Well, you know, before we go completely, let's have Zindu send us off into the night, the creepy darkness. You're about to all probably go into your bathroom to brush your hair and rub your eyes a little bit. That's what people do in the bathroom, right? Then you're gonna look in the mirror, and then you're gonna wonder, what you really are. What are you? And then you're gonna feel the skeleton inside of your head, and you're gonna feel it under your skin. And then you're gonna start to see a pulsating purple light.
Good evening, everybody. This is Zendu coming to you for the Dark Sewer News Network. This is going to be the last news clip for the day. There's really not much going on in the news this week in the weird and paranormal, especially for like such a spooky month. Like you would hope that there's some good stuff going on over here, but there's really not too much stuff out there. Let's see what we got here. Elon Musk trolls NASA chief with his own sick space burn. That sounds stupid. Cannabis cafe opens up in the United States. I think it's in, Vegas?
What? I can't.
Los Angeles. There you go. What else do we have in the news? It's a whole bunch of garbage. It's bullshit. What the fuck was that? No, it's not. It's 2019. Let's see here. There's some cop that pulled the guy over because he had a bubbly tire. That's big on the news. Yeah, there's really nothing out there. Joaquin Phoenix, he lost 52 pounds to be the Joker, and the cops are sitting. That was a pretty interesting story. The news media is like, oh, if you go see the Joker this weekend, you're going to see a whole bunch of cops outside the movie theater, just in case. I'm like, oh boy. Yeah, that's about really it. I don't know. We'll be back next week. I'm sure there'll be better news next week. Maybe I'll have another creepy story for you, because it sounds like Nick had a whole bunch of duds today.
What the fuck?
Sorry you guys all had to sit around and listen to all that garbage, but the music was pretty good. I'll give you a 4 out of 5 on the music there, Nick. Actually, you know what? The music wasn't so great. It's like a 3 out of 5 this week. You're horrible. You better give me a raise. After all those people emailed me telling me that I'm actually your slave. Nick, I don't think I'm your slave. I thought I was your partner, your coworker,
you are my partner.
Your buddy, your pal. But they're telling me that you really shouldn't work for peanuts, even though I love those things. Anyway, I'll be back next week. I hope everybody has a great weekend and a great start of a spooky month. All right, guys, this has been Zindu coming to you from the Dark Sewer News Network. Love you. See ya.
What the?
Bye.
Hey, Nick. Don't you just hate it when it's like a really hot, muggy day and you're driving a pick-em-up truck and it's got vinyl seats and you're trying to get out and your balls are stuck to the vinyl? Well, that's kind of my situation right now. If you could just like, kind of send help or something, you know, and maybe, I don't know, maybe you could kind of look at my balls so that way I could like get off this vinyl seat and shit. So, well, hope it's like hot and muggy down in the sewer so that way you can smell all that shit. I'll talk to you later.
Wait staff with Nasty Habits, original by Oingo Boingo. We'll be back next week, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Have a great evening.
Hey, what's up, man? I've got a girlfriend. I call her fucking funny conversation. She loves me to my birthday.
motherfucker. I thought I told you one time, I'll tell you 16 times. Stop blasting that monkey bullshit up from the sewer. You trampling my HS signals out of Mexico. I can't get my slave labor toast made. I can't get my signal down there because you trampling my motherfucking signal. I can hear that shit coming up to the...
Get the fuck out of here!